Hello, and welcome to another Space Foundation Space Commerce Entrepreneurial Interview. I'm Shelli Brunswick, the Chief Operating Officer. Today, I have the privilege to talk with Madeeha Khan Yousafzai. She is a mentor, trainer, consultant, and coach. Well, hello, Madeeha. How are you today?
Hi, Shelly. I'm good and I'm excited. And hello, everyone.
Well, Madeeha facilitates you to create a career and life you love and you deserve. She has 12 years of experience working in the software project management industry with key focuses on people empowerment by assuming roles of mentor, trainer, consultant, and coach. She has hundreds of clients across the globe working in the world's best companies, to include the Fortune 500. Some of her key domains are agile mindset and culture, Scrum framework, software project management, personal and professional excellence, mindset transformation, neuro-linguistic programming, and timeline therapy. Well, again, welcome, Madeeha. This is going to be an exciting conversation today.
Thank you, Shelly. I'm honored to be here on this platform with you.
Wonderful. Well, the first question I'd like to ask is tell us about your company and what do you do?
Sure, Shelly. So basically, I'm running two companies. One is House of Passion, and other is coaching. My coaching line, coaching by Madeeha Khan Yousafzai. So the difference between both of them are that House of Passion is basically a hub where we are bringing all the trainers and coaches from all over the world, so that they can offer different skill set to people. While when it comes to coaching by Madeeha, so this is where I offer my expertise in terms of being the NLP coach, and then I work with the people in tech sector.
Fantastic. Now, here's a great question. Can you share more about your background and journey? Because you're not located in the United States. And the question is, how did you discover your passion to be a coach?
Okay, so I say this has been a journey where I am not only having 12 years work experience, but also initially when I was investing my time into my education, which is more than 15 years. So I see this has been the journey of evolving and growing and learning from our experience. So one thing from day first, I knew that I am an extrovert person and I'm a people's person too. So, and thanks to all of those researches, let's say, like when I say I'm extrovert, so there are so many studies and online tests which one can take and see that like what are our personality traits. You can study about personality, different types of personalities, and then you can assess that, all right, does it resonate with you? So these were the two things which were relevant with me. And when my journey started to work in project management since 2012, so there I got this opportunity to assume the role of working as a project management mentor to empower my team members so that they can also become project managers. And when I saw that this start happening, so this has been super rewarding and very fulfilling for me to see that my fellows have also become project managers and can run their projects independently. So later, while I was working as project manager, and then after assuming the role of mentor, I also started assuming the role of trainer. And then I was offering trainings to people, especially to my client companies, that how they can use this different mobile applications and the online portals which we have been developing for them. And then eventually from 2012, this journey has been going on. And later in 2017, I got the exposure to work into coaching side. And when I found this, and that is where I knew that, okay, I meant to be a coach because it is my passion to empower people. And coaching is the best way because it helps people to unlock their potential. And coaches are there to facilitate this journey.
Amazing. Now, and as we know in the space ecosystem, we need many project managers and program managers, and we also need executive coaches and mentors. So how did you get started with your company and concept? You shared the journey, how you got there, but how did you actually start becoming a mentor and a coach and create a business line? And do you have to have qualifications? And if so, what are your qualifications?
All right, sure. So yes, in my journey, I say that not everything one can do at their own. Of course, we can look for the support and we get the support. And also that is why there are people who are already subject matter expertise in these domains. They are there to help and we can always take guidance from them. And thanks to social media also, that we can also see their profiles, we can see their work and access it, and eventually we can make a choice that what we want to do and with those with which institution we want to work with. So in my journey when I was starting into mentoring, so that is there, I would like to say thanks to my employers and also my fellows who contacted me so that I can guide them. And later when it comes to coaching, so I have been like I happen to have a good network. I am very active on LinkedIn and different social media platforms,
Mhm.
and that is there I connected with people online, and they also guided me that all right, which qualifications you shall go for. So when it comes to project management, and yes, I see this is a great combination which I love to work into, because through the project management I am empowering the organizations by running projects successfully and delivering them, and also to work and coordinate and collaborate with people. So that can be our stakeholders, that can be our clients, and that can be our team members. So this is where when I got into coaching, so I signed up for American Board of Neuro Linguistic Programming, and through that I did my NLP coaching. In addition, I also did IBM Blue Core coaching, which is like thanks to my IBM employer that they are offering us this amazing program. In addition, I have also, when it comes to project management, qualification, so that was what it was, learning by doing, taking the experience and exposure. And also with all the employers I have worked, IBM, Telenar, and then Punjab Information Technology Board, all of them were having their own systems and their own qualification set about becoming a project manager. So this is how I did it.
Amazing. And at the Space Foundation, under our Center for Innovation and Education, we do have a 5-step workforce development roadmap, and that's about awareness, access, training, connecting, and mentoring. And you just shared a number of the steps that you took that fall right in line with that workforce development roadmap. You got the training, you started networking on LinkedIn, which I always share as a wonderful tool, and you looked around for mentors. So I'd like to ask you about that. Were there partners or mentors along the way that helped you in the journey? You spoke about your employer, but were there other individuals that really, whether on LinkedIn or other ways, that helped you find that path to becoming an executive coach?
Yes, definitely. So, in that, there are so many people I would like to thank, and most of them are based in my country, and most of them are also located in different countries. So, I would like to name Sakit Bansal. He is based in India. And when it comes to my, let's say, this inclination towards coaching and then working into this domain, so it started from there. And also I see that how powerful networking is, which can help. So yes, in addition to my employers, there have been a big role, and I will say it's an equal role that where this networking has helped me. So Akib Bansal is one of them. Then Amok Joshi, he is based in UK. So Amok Joshi is the person who has, let's say, pushed me and motivated me to become the trainer for IC Agile Fundamentals. And then Zashan Ilyas, he is also my fellow. He is based in UAE, and we network. And Zashan has been my trainer initially when I did my Scrum Aligned certification, which is known as CSM. So this is what I did. And then this is how I think it's about amplifying the impact, that we network and then we lift each other and we support each other. So there have been so many people that way. And also Faiza Yusuf, she is one of my fellows based in Pakistan. And she also believes in developing the community and uplifting each other. And Shelly, you are also one of them. So I am so grateful that eventually I met you through the power of networking. So thank you so much. And I look forward that we keep supporting each other.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's my honor, and thank you so much for networking with me as well. So what problems or challenges do you solve for others?
All right, sure. So when it comes to my coaching and mentoring, so since it is linked with my passion of people empowerment, so I want people, first of all, to know that what is their passion and how they can find it. Of course, when it comes to go for coaching programs, so it is very thorough that what coaching models we can use, what interventions we can use, what activities and exercise can be performed, so that this other person can find their passion. Because eventually, the way I can relate with it, I was exploring my journey, and I knew at the bigger level that what I wanted. And thanks to all of those mentors who guided me at my workplace, in my family, in my friend circle, and overall through social media. So this is the main thing that I love to help people, that you shall find your passion first, then turn it into your profession, and then live your life the way you want and you deserve also. And also when it happens, since, like, I'm having certain qualifications within coaching. One is IBM Blue Core coaching, which is relevant to and a performance of a person at the workplace, that how it can be improved. And then when it comes to neuro linguistic programming, so this is about understanding the language of your own brain, and then to see that how we can define our behaviors and how we can update them or change them. So this is here I help through NLP interventions, that how one person can feel more empowered, how they can take control on their emotions, and to see that how they can channelize all of their emotions at their workplace and also in their personal life. And this is why I say that I can be your career coach and a life coach. So the people who are looking for the clarity in their life, I am happy to help them, and this is what I do. And for me, it is very fulfilling when I see my clients are having their breakthroughs. In addition to this, I also happen to be a timeline therapist. So, timeline therapy is basically for the people who are carrying some baggage from their past and the challenges which they were having, or let's say if they were having any traumas. So, through timeline therapy, we help them to take out the emotions, and those memories are there with them, but every time if they are thinking about that trauma, so they are feeling that pain. So we facilitate them so that they can feel empowered, rather all the time being disempowered by thinking about those past events.
That's incredible. I'm sure every time you help someone or see someone have a breakthrough, it's like a success for you as well. So that's fantastic.
Yes, definitely.
Well, we're going to take a short break for some great insight on what's happening at Space Foundation.
The Space Foundation Discovery Center, where engaging interactive exhibits tell the story of space and its importance to everyday life, all in a safe, clean, and fun environment. Make new discoveries together at the Space Foundation Discovery Center, Colorado Springs.
Welcome back to our entrepreneurial interview with Madeeha Khan Yousafzai. Well, welcome back, Madeeha.
Thank you, Shelly.
So we started with some fantastic information about your career journey as a project manager to being an executive coach, and how you're helping others have breakthroughs and find their passion. What is your best moment in your career life? And what are some of your other successes you want to share with us?
Okay, sure. So I would love to share it. And basically, this biggest moment for my life has been when I represented Pakistan back in December 2018. And here I would like to name Prakash Aryal, because he is also one of the persons. He is based in Nepal. So Prakash, I couldn't take your name earlier, but yes, you are always there. And now I'm sharing about you. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And Shelly, so basically this opportunity was that I applied being as a speaker for Scrum Gathering 2018. And this is one of the most prestigious events in Agile and Scrum community. So I submitted my talk about Agile mindset, and it was approved by a panel. And then I got this opportunity to travel to Nepal and represent my country. So this have been this biggest achievement, where I was able to share my work with other people, and also to represent my country, because that way I happen to be the very first Pakistani across all over the world who became the first speaker at this level.
That is incredible. Congratulations, and what an honor that was.
Thank you, Shelly.
You mentioned agile mindset. What is an agile mindset and culture?
Okay, so agile mindset is basically simply it resonates what is a growth mindset. And when we talk about agile mindset and growth mindset, it is about that what is our ability to respond to the change. And now when we are in 21st century, and since most of my work has been into the technology sector, so we know that it is changing at the very faster pace. The changes are happening in minutes and in seconds. So the people who are adapting and the companies who are adapting to respond to these changes, only then they can survive and thrive. And we are having so many examples that there were certain companies who didn't adapt to those changes. And these changes are not only technology related, but it is what people would like to have in terms of the product and services from the companies. So this has been that domain. And when it comes to having agile mindset culture, it can be applicable in all the domains, in all the sectors. It is not only bound to happen only in technology sector, because when it comes to having agile mindset and growth mindset, it is about believing that every person can skill up and can build the skills, can grow further, and also they can keep learning all the time.
Amazing. And again, we saw that during COVID when we saw, this big digital transformation. The digital transformation was already taking place, but COVID accelerated that digital transformation. We also saw we were global before, but because of digital transformation and our ability to now communicate over Zoom or StreamYard has now really enhanced that global communication. So, what a great point to highlight having that agile mindset.
Yes.
So, I want to ask you, what is your ideal client?
Okay, so my ideal client is first of all someone who is ready to commit, because whenever there is a change and if you are looking for a transformation, then it's about committing to that change. And then also to be ready to invest your time and all the resources, because only then the change can happen. So this willingness does count. And since I have been working into tech sector, so my preferable and ideal clients are people who are working into technology sector. And as I happen to working into the project management side, so all the people, all the professions which are aligned with these roles within project management, these people are my ideal client. And the ones who have been working, let's say, for 3 to 5 years already into this field, and then looking to grow further.
Amazing. Now, you did say they have to commit their time. So, how much time does a person need to dedicate to a coaching program or your coaching program?
All right. So that way, the coaching program which I have been offering, they start like, with 3 to 6 sessions. And here, usually every session is for 1 hour, but this is about the offering the value-based coaching, that what are the goals my client is having, and then how they can come at it. So accordingly, this is minimum 3 to 6 hours. And when it comes to NLP coaching, so including all the interventions and considering all the goals of our clients, this can take 12 hours and 12 to 30 hours. It depends again that are they having one goal or are they having multiple goals. So we are going to work one by one. And overall, be it any coaching program, if people want to sign up, or be it any mentoring program, it's about that you keep practicing it. Once you have invested your time to learn something or to go through some interventions, then what positive learnings are you taking with you and how you can implement it. So overall, if someone is practicing something for 3 months, so that is a good time investment, because you can always learn multiple perspectives about coaching, that what is happening in all over the world, what is happening in your domain. And then that way, if you are investing 3 months into this, so that is, let's say, the minimum which I will recommend.
Excellent. And you kind of mentioned this earlier, but what is a mindset transformation?
Sure. Okay. So mindset is like everything which we think of, everything which we perceive, and everything which we do as a human being. That what are our actions, what we are talking, what we are thinking. So when it comes to mindset transformation, it depends that a person knows that what mindset they are having. There are two mindset. One is fixed mindset, and other is growth mindset. And here, if any of the audience would like to study more, then I will refer that you can study the work which Dr. Carol Dweck has done. So you can find it on YouTube, some videos. You can also study the books which have been written by Dr. Carol Dweck. So fixed mindset, and it's all right to have either of those mindset. And some people can have, let's say, this middle ground of having these mindsets, because in certain aspects of our life we will choose to have fixed mindset, but in certain domains we will choose to have growth mindset. And the difference between both is that when it comes to fixed mindset, these are the people who are, let's say, less willing to take the risk. And how do they see, let's say, the learning opportunities, and how do they see the tough times and the failures? So the growth mindset people are going to see failures as the lesson learned. And this is what I will recommend everyone, that all, like, start having this rephrasing and perceive those failures as the lesson learned. So that is because that is empowering perspective. And when it comes to mindset transformation, we say that this is important, that because if you are working in an organization, and especially if I am going to relate this with, let's say, agile mindset transformation. So the companies who are using agile tools, if they think that they can be having successful transformation, then it is not going to be sustainable. Because if people are having a mindset which is not ready for agility, then this is not going to be sustainable, because people, this is human nature, that they are going to revert back to their previous patterns. So this is why to foster a mindset is important, including the tools you are going to use, including, let's say, different activities you are going to have, the strategy, the vision, everything shall be aligned with this mindset. And this is how the mindset transformation start, because of course when you, transformation is simply a change, that you are going from point A to point B, and what it is going to take you from point A to point B. And of course there will be so many changes, because if there are no changes, then you are going to stay on point A. So to move from point A to B, and then to sustain the changes while you stay at point B. So this is what we call transformation, that how ready you are and how open you are to embrace those changes, and then how you can sustain them.
You mentioned tools. So what coaching models and tools do you use?
Sure. So I have been trained to use growth coaching model, which has been by Sir John Whitmore, and he's known as father of coaching. Then I am also being trained for ICF coaching competencies. In addition, I also use, when it comes to NLP, so NLP is offering multiple interventions, and the most popular ones are Ultimate Success Formula, and then also timeline therapy itself is one of those, let's say, interventions which are used. And yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Well, everything you shared really relates to the space ecosystem. When we think about having that growth mindset and fixed mindset, and how space is all about emerging technologies and existing technologies and transforming technologies to better life on Earth, your role as a mentor and coach is very valuable. What is your one message you want to share with us today?
Okay, so my message is for everyone who is listening or viewing our talk right now, that always follow your passion, no matter how difficult it can be, or sometimes in your journey, you can be alone at times. Because when you are passionate about something, it depends that are you going to make other people to understand it, or are you going to have those opportunities. So for me, I have been through that time, and eventually, like, everything came into the place. But yes, there were times that where I was thinking that what, like, what passion I'm following, why other people are not understanding it, why I'm not having the opportunities to grow through it. But eventually, everything happened. And I want to say here that, especially when I talk about this achievement, I was sharing that I became Pakistan first speaker. So it was the time that 2 years back, in Pakistan, we were not having any opportunity at all when it comes to Agile and Scrum community related events. So I say that it was impossible, but I made it possible. So now, so that I can leave this legacy, and I can see that for other people, what I started from a point which was impossible for me, I have made it possible for others. And this is super fulfilling. So my message is that you also explore what is impossible, and you are passionate about that impossible so that you can make it possible for others.
Amazing. You are a trailblazer. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience today?
Thanks, Shelly. So I am good. It has been wonderful talk. And yes, when it comes to having this program like Space Commerce Entrepreneurship, so I want to say that it resonates everything that what is possible. And even, like, if we think about space itself, so it used to be apparently impossible initially, but this is where some people who were having this passion, they start exploring space, and now it has become this this thriving industry itself. And also it also shares that what is a growth mindset and what is the power of it.
Well, thank you, Madeeha. That was amazing, an insightful and inspiring discussion today. We hope you'll come back and visit us again.
Thank you, Shelly. I would love to. And thanks, everyone.
Well, if you're interested in learning more about our Space Commerce program or watching other entrepreneurial webinars, go to spacefoundation.org and check out our Space Commerce series. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again. There's a place for everyone in the new global space ecosystem.